Alright. So I got a problem here with the Jeep. It sat for a little bit and the battery went dead, and what was happening is the dome lights were staying on. Once I started charging, I noticed the dome lights wouldn't shut off. So I pulled the fuse, got the dome lights off, and then I noticed my cluster lights, when you turn your headlights on, not working. Now the dimmer does work for the odometer and also for the cluster overhead. So I did do a radio not that long ago. I'm not sure. I thought maybe that had something to do with it. I never actually hooked up the illumination light. I actually had it heat shrinked even. I put a little piece of heat shrink over the end of wires you're not using, so that way you don't have to worry about a short. So I tried hooking it up. Nothing's working. I'm getting a ground. I'll show you right here on my probe. So this is a power probe. What's happening is, see that? It says it's got a ground, which may be okay in some situations. So, but what's that should have power right now. So somewhere in this clusterfuck of a Jeep, there's a bad wire or something. Body control modules, I know they're pretty notorious. What I'm thinking maybe happened is one of the door sensors or something, wire in the door, the rear hatch, whatever, went haywire. Lights stayed on, killed the battery. When you have that low voltage, the body control modules, so we may have a bad body control module, I don't know. But when I gave this power here, my lights lit up for a second, and then it popped the fuse over there, 20 amp fuse. So we got something going on here. Pull the cluster out next, and just look behind there. Maybe it's something obvious. But this thing had, as you can see, all kinds of butchery going on here in the wiring. So maybe something related to that. I did do some wiggle tests. So it's just a minor inconvenience is what it is. Because it's nice having your fucking lights on at night. You know, to be able to read your gauges. So one thing I did do for the overhead lights is you can remove the relay and put your fuse back in, and you still have your regular lights working. So I have heard some guys say that up here they get a short up here, so I might pop this cover off. I got a headliner kit, so this is all gonna be coming out anyways. So gotta figure that out.